Welcome to another virtual adult improv show with the LA Connection players. Today it's the Wednesday 6 p.m. Pacific Daylight Time team. So if you want to follow this team, you can go back to our playlist on our YouTube channel, LAC Comedy. Click on Wednesday at 6 p.m. This team goes back about 3-4 shows. Then I had a different Wednesday team prior to that, but if you want to go back 3 or 4 shows, you can see all the fine faces you see with us today. I'm Ken Scove, the founder and owner of the LA Connection. These guys do not know any of the suggestions I'm going to give them. Of course, they know the games we're going to be playing today. Today, we're going to be playing a phobia game. We all have fears of something. We have a little open mic today. We have a secrets revealed. It's kind of like, think of like, Jerry Springer Light, where I bring in these different secrets they didn't know about each other. We have a little game called Tag Team Competition. I'll explain that when we get to that. We have The Bachelorette, and we have This Is Your Life. So we got a great show today. Let's introduce the cast, starting with William.
Well, howdy.
Stella from our Sunday 3 p.m. cast is over here today.
Different secrets
Hi,
they
I'm
know
Stella.
about each other.
And Rebecca, it's her first show with us.
Hi, I'm Rebecca.
Nick.
Hey guys, I'm Nick.
Mel from across the pond.
Hello, I'm Mel.
Kanisha.
Hey, I'm Kanisha.
Matthew.
What's up, everybody? I'm Matthew.
Ramon.
Hey, everyone.
Yeah, Ramon, I think your internet's a little slow, but we'll get you up to speed here. Okay, we have our first game is called Phobias, and we all have different fears. So what I did is I asked everybody to come on my Zoom call today. These are all my clients with different phobias, and kind of let's see how they're handling them. So let's bring up William first. So William, you're afraid of utensils?
Yes, Kent. I am definitely afraid of utensils. Any type of utensils, I believe, are demonic. Like spoons, it's connected to sexual stuff. Forks, the devil's pitchforks. Chopsticks. I don't even get me started on chopsticks.
Well,
Anything.
spoon is spooning is when just people hug each other. I don't consider that really a sexual deviant.
No,
How do you use spoons in sex?
I mean, you spoon though. It's obviously connected to evil, so I
Oh,
prefer to keep
see.
anything sexual out of my mouth. Thank you very much.
Okay, I don't think spooning and spoon are the same, but that's okay. So obviously you didn't mention a knife. Is there problems with knives as well?
No, no, Ken. See, that's not a utensil. That is a like tool you can use. Knives are totally fine as long as they don't go near my food. I'm a-okay with them.
Okay, so how do you eat your food?
With my hands and just hope I don't choke.
Yeah, the only country I know that does that is Mongolia. They eat with their hands. I've gone to some Mongolian restaurants. They sit you down with a bunch of other people and you just all use your hands. So are you Mongolian?
No, but I solely eat at Mongolian places, which is very hard considering the fact that the closest one is an hour away from me.
Okay.
My DoorDash deliveries are getting like through the roof here, and they still put in the
Okay.
silverware.
What about plastic utensils?
Nope, nope. If it's a utensil, if it can be used to pick up food, I don't even like tongs near my food.
I see.
Any can't
Chopsticks?
deal with it.
Chopsticks?
Nope,
No.
nope, nope.
Okay.
Chopsticks.
Well, you don't really need them at a sushi bar. They come in this little pieces, so you can probably just grab it with your hands. Well, thank you, Matthew. I'm going to move over to Stella. Um, so, Stella, you have a fear of water,
Yes. Yes,
but
Ken.
you don't even drink water. I mean, I can understand like if you're on a boat and you're out in the ocean. I mean, that kind of water. But your fear is actually drinking water or water from hoses or water from rain.
Yes, and I'm not one of those. I'm actually not allergic to water. I just sometimes I wish it was because it would give me a better reason. People would take me a little more seriously. But I I've really had a difficult time with water, dating back to when I was 2, and I was thrown in the face with water unexpectedly by my father, and we no longer speak for that reason.
Well, I understand you get kind of upset at waiters when they bring a glass of water to your table.
I think people should know by now that I do not do well around water, and I do not like that people assume that I would want water when water has done so much harm to me.
Okay, well, what about like baths or showers or brushing your teeth?
I prefer to take sponge baths when necessary. However, to be perfectly honest, bathing is not something that's high on my priority list.
Okay. What about brushing your teeth? Do you do that without water?
Yes, it can be rather odd, I'm aware, but it's really something that once you get used to, it's not that bad.
Okay. All right. Well, thanks for coming in today. Let's go over to Rebecca. So Rebecca, this is kind of weird. So you don't like facial hair?
I don't.
Okay. There's a couple guys in the meeting here today have facial hair. Are you having a hard time looking at them?
I know it's actually making me really uncomfortable. I just don't understand why there are so many different patterns. I don't understand why sometimes they're sharp, sometimes it's soft. It's just very unpredictable, and normally it looks really messy, and it just makes me uncomfortable. I just think everyone looks better with a clean shaven face. I don't understand why people feel the need to be different or be unique, or I just don't understand.
When did this fear start to manifest for you?
I think it's always been there. I think, there's been a long history of my father holding me versus my mother holding me as a baby. And I think that I was more afraid of my dad for like the first 2 years of my life. And I think it's because of his facial hair. It was just like a little too sharp and it got close to me. And I have really sensitive skin. So it's just, it traumatized me back then. And I can't be anywhere near it. I can't.
Yeah, I noticed that you don't really have any facial hair. Do you pluck out any hairs that come out, or what do you do?
Yeah, I have all different methods. There's waxing, there's threading, there's, electrical razors. Just, I use all of the methods because any kind of facial hair is too much.
What about you have eyebrows?
Yeah, well, I do as much plucking and waxing possible because, from what I've heard, people are more afraid when there's no eyebrows. So I respect other people's boundaries and keep mine there. And I just wish that they would respect mine too and just get rid of their facial hair down here.
Okay. All right, let's go over to Nick. Nick, so you have a fear of pictures or paintings on a wall?
Oh, God. You hit it right on the head. See my walls? They're empty for a reason.
Yeah, well, did you think they're watching you, these pictures? Or what's your obsession with a picture or a photograph or a painting?
Kent, are always watching. They've got cameras in every single one of those evil things, those photographs, those paintings. Geez, I thought it was safe. And then I went to one of my friend's houses. I looked at the photo, and the eyes started to move and follow me. And then from then on, I just knew I could never have any more photographs in my house ever again. Never again.
So what about, family? Don't you want to see some of your memories up on the walls with your family and siblings?
No. It's just 1 weak link, Kent. 1 weak link is enough to destroy the entire household. You can't. No quarter can be given for these nasty photos.
Can you look at photos that are not on your walls, or do you just don't want to look at any photos or pictures on anybody's walls?
I have a strict no photo tolerance policy. I cannot deal with them anywhere. If I see one, I gotta run. I run and tear it off because
What
that's
about
the thing.
what about a
That's the thing.
television?
Soviets.
I mean, a television is not a picture on a wall, but can you watch TV, or does that bother you too?
There's no. I'm telling you, can't. And I had a TV once. And I listened to that TV. I put my ear next to it, and I heard the Soviets. They were tracking me, and so I threw that TV out the window, and I said no TVs either.
The Soviets. Okay.
The Soviets.
All right.
Yeah.
Let's go to Mel. So Mel, this is weird. I mean, keys. You have a fear of keys. Okay.
I hate the noise. They tingle in your ear, especially with my sensitive hearing.
Well, how do you get in and out of like houses or safes or cars or
Any sort of keys. As soon as I hear it, I just start screaming. Like, try to avoid it.
Well, okay, when you say they make a lot of noise, that would be like, we're kind of thinking like a janitor who's got a bunch of keys together. I mean, what if you just have a one key on a ring? Would that bother you still?
Still, even just one key, as soon as I see it, I start jumping, doing all sort of crazy movements. I mean, it just scares me. It's like an allergy. And then I mean, if I see more than two, I just run, I have this, it's like an allergic reaction, when you eat a peanut and your head swells, it's just the same. I start screaming and making a run for it. I just can't take it. I can't take even the jingle or looking at it,
Yeah.
It's just...
It says that you've been actually arrested for breaking into your own house because you came in through a window.
You see, exactly. I can't take the effect. I actually made something. Well, yeah, I had to prove to them that it's actually my own house with my driving license, but that took me a while. It took me like 24 hours after being arrested, locked up.
Yeah, you might want to just think of maybe instead of having keys, maybe just some sort of a code you can push to get in and out of your house. And of course, if you get an electric car now, they don't have keys; they just have little buttons. So maybe that way you can eliminate for cars. I don't know what you can tell if somebody else, walks around with keys. I don't know what you'll do, but hopefully your head won't explode.
Yeah, I'll try to do that. That's actually a good idea, Ken. That's a good idea. I'll take that on board.
Thank you. Let's go over to Matthew right now. So Matthew, you're afraid of mailboxes?
Mailboxes. Yeah, that's a thing. That's a thing.
Would that also include P.O. boxes as well?
No, specifically mailboxes.
Okay.
The physical box shape that you put documentation in, I can't. It's no good. I don't trust it.
Okay. Well, you're talking about your own mailbox. What about the U.S. Postal Service when they have those mailboxes you can put letters in that are all over the city? Are you afraid of those too? No, you don't like those.
No, none of them. I haven't gotten updated information about anything in my life in like 6 months.
You do have a P.O. box, I hope.
What's that?
Oh, okay. So you just don't get mail.
Oh no! Listen. It's an adventure for me. Who knows what's out there waiting for me information wise, right? I know that every time I open up one of those boxes, nothing good ever comes out of it. It's a spider or a dead bird. It's never good mail. Sometimes bills. It's not worth it.
So do you have everything like electronically done now?
Yeah. Oh yeah. No, that's fine. I mean, everything, I still have all my AOL password information.
Right.
And that gets me in.
Sure.
As long as I don't have any phone calls I need to make. Right. And I get updated information that way. Yeah.
I think you're the last person on AOL.
They told me that.
Yeah.
I didn't believe them.
Mm-hmm. I actually have AOL, so it's okay. So we can actually AOL each other back and forth.
So you're the one.
I'm the dinosaur. Yeah, I'm the dinosaur.
You're the one that's been reaching out to me. Okay, that makes sense now.
Okay, let's go over to Ramon, my final gentleman. Ramon, this is weird. Come on. Leaves? Leaves.
Yes. Oh my God. I just hate the sight of it. I just hate the touch of it. I just leaves. It just the thought of it just makes me go crazy.
Well, where do you go? By the way, I do have one left. I have Kanisha, which I'll be going to next. What is what happens in the fall? You know, when all the leaves start falling.
I just stay inside. Honestly, I just stay as far away from the leaves as possible. I'm really thinking about moving to the desert or something so I don't be around it. You know.
Mm-hmm. So, where did you get this paranoia of leaves?
Honestly, ever since I was like maybe 2 or 3, my siblings used to just push my head in the leaves and just throw leaves on me every fall, and it just for some reason it just traumatized me so much as a kid that today as an adult I just can't stand leaves. I'm just scared.
Yeah, I see that. It's you actually have cut down all the trees in your property.
Actually, I kind of hired someone because if I'm cutting down the trees, maybe leaves might fall. So I had to pay a couple guys to do that for me. So.
Right. You got rid of all the bushes. Anything with a leaf.
Yes. Mm-hmm.
What about a leaf blower?
Leaf blower?
Yeah, when the gardeners come around, they have a leaf blower.
I try to. I kind of built like an infrastructure, so just in case of that, that won't happen. So, kind of like a dome, per se.
I see.
My house.
So you kind of live in a dome.
Yeah.
Weird.
Absolutely.
Okay. Right.
It's pretty bad.
It does sound bad. Okay. Well, thank you, Ramon. Let's go to Kanisha now. Kanisha, come on. Doors? You're afraid of doors?
After hearing about everybody else's phobias, mine is normal. Of course, I'm afraid of doors. Like, there's this feeling and that I get, like nausea, basically. It makes me want to throw up. And I don't like that feeling at all. And every time I get to a door, I get it. And, do you know how that feels? Like every time you look at a door or get near a door, you want to throw up? That's the reason why I hate it.
Well, were you scared one time when you opened a door and there was something behind it you didn't expect? I mean, where did this fear begin?
This makes me very uncomfortable to talk about. But it started in my youth, like when I was super small. All right. What ended up happening, my oldest brother, right? He, it kind of like really kind of tears me up a little bit. But he was hiding behind the door. And when I opened it up when I was like about 3, he said, "Boo." And it scared the shit out of me ever since. And between the nausea and the reminiscence of my brother scaring me, I just can't get over it.
You had all the doors removed from your house.
Yes.
Okay. What about the front? What about the front door? I mean, you don't want to have the front door removed. People could just walk right in your house.
No. People, they are aware that my door is not there.
I see.
But I live in a very great community that understands my phobia and the nausea I get from looking at doors and all types of stuff.
You also ripped off your car doors?
Yeah, the car doors are gone. They have those great like 4-wheelers. That's all I drive. And then when it rains, I got my raincoat on, a little umbrella, hat. I'm good to go. Safe.
Okay. Well, listen, I really appreciate all you guys opening up to me today because I know it's not easy to talk about your fears. And, we'll get together in another month and deal with it again. So I'd like to thank all you guys. So you guys can, go on off to make your payment on PayPal, and I'll see y'all next week. Okay. So thanks for coming in, guys. Bye-bye. You guys can all minimize and go bye-bye. They have a fear of leaving me, I think, too. They wanted to be there. We're going to move on now. We have a little open mic now, okay? So each person's going to get 1 minute. I'm not going to get any order to this. Whoever's ready to come on into the open mic. You have up to 1 minute to do whatever you're going to do. I'm going to ask you what you're going to do, and then I'll let you go for it. So who wants to come out first on the open mic? Okay, William. William, all right. What are you going to do today for your open mic, William?
I'm going to do a little bit of stand-up.
Okay, I'm going to minimize myself. When you're done, I'll come on back in. Here's Matthew with some, with some stand-up.
Well, recently I got married. I got married in October, which means I now have nieces and nephews. Well, you know, when you have nieces and nephews, you got to go to like softball games, you know, football games. And around Christmas time, I found out you got to go to like these little pageants where the kids sing. And I went to my first one, and I found out there's a Goldilocks zone of entertainment there. That Goldilocks zone is 3 to 6 because it's pure chaos. We went to this show, and it was just madness. You have one kid like just yelling into the mic. You have another kid, two other kids just fist fighting one another, and then I was sitting there as I was watching all this madness unfold, like kids crying, everything. I'm just like, this could not get any more entertaining. They gave them sticks. These little sticks that they're supposed to hit to the beat of the song. Instead of hitting the sticks, just whole clusters of kids just started hitting one another to the point where they had to skip the actual song and move on and just start collecting the sticks mid-song because so many kids were crying. And it was funny.
Okay. Well, that's good, William. That's your minute. Thanks for coming out here. Good job. We'll see you next time we have open mic. Who wants to jump in next for the open mic? It's going to be Kanisha. Kanisha, what are you going to do for us?
I'm going to do a little beatbox.
Oh, excellent. Okay, I'll come back when you're done. Okay, that's going to be on iTunes, I think. So it's going to be really great. You're one of the few people who actually doesn't even need an instrument. So thanks for coming out again, Kanisha. Can't wait to see what you're going to do next month. Who's next coming out for the open mic? Oh, it's Stella. Stella, what are you going to do for us? What are you going to do for us today?
I am going to show you all the contents of my purse. Isn't that some game where you guess the contents of a purse? Well, I'm just going to show you.
Oh, okay. Do you want me to stay out here and guess, or should I leave?
Oh, no, you can go. I'm just going to show everyone.
All right. I'll see you in about a minute.
Okay, thank you. So I have an assortment of things. I'm a little bit of a hoarder. So I have this book on rocks and minerals. I don't have any rocks and minerals, so I'm not quite sure why I have it, but it's small, so it's handy. Have a cat-shaped soap. Also don't know where it's from, but it's very important I have it just in case we have an emergency. I have a nude candle, which will delight everyone, I'm sure. But I'm kind of afraid to light it because it feels a bit morbid. It feels like I'm killing someone or something. I have another candle. I'm very into candles. This one's much larger. If I need to serenade someone at any given moment, it's very important. Here we go. This is a little cat beret. I don't have a cat, but if I come across a cat, it would be very cute to put this on them. What else do I have in here? I also have an empty tin from the Harrods department store in London. I keep wanting to put things in here, but I keep forgetting. It's been in my purse for like 10 years. I have a quill. I don't have any ink, nor do I really write, but it's fun, and I don't want to part with it. And what else do I have in here? Oh, I have one of these little things for record players. Don't have a record player, but if I do, or if I find someone who needs one, I can give them to them.
Okay, well, it sounds like you are really got a lot of investments in there in that backpack. So you are prepared to probably get on a survival game show now, as long as they have
I
record
can keep
players.
going if you want.
No, that's all. We only have about a minute per
Are you
person.
sure?
Yeah.
Are you sure? Okay.
I'm totally sure. I would be afraid you might pull a body out next. I'd be scared. So,
Okay.
Thank you. Oh, looks like Ramon's coming in. Okay, so Ramon, what are you going to do for us?
I'm just gonna do a poem that I've written.
Lovely. I'm gonna wait. I'll come back in about a minute when you're done.
Absolutely. This poem is called Eyes of a Monkey. Okay. I want to go home. It's no better place to be. Why these strange looking beings have to capture me? Take me out of this cage. I need to be free. I just want to go back home to my family. I just want to go home. I belong in the jungle, eating bananas and watching the young chips stumble. Take me out of this cage. Just let me be, because every wild animal deserves to be free.
Oh, that's very touching, Ramon. Very touching. We might send you down to the zoo and just do that poem to everybody as they walk in and see if anybody leaves. I'm not sure the zoo would want to have you around, but pretty good. Okay, well, it looks like I got Rebecca coming in. Thank you, Ramon. What are you going to do for us, Rebecca?
I'm going to do a little stand-up.
Excellent. Okay, I'll come back in a minute.
Great. So I'm here to present everyone with a little help wanted ad. You see, I'm in a bit of a pickle. I believe I've been cursed because I have this weird ability where I'm only able to date men whose names start with a J and who are actors. And I need to break this curse somehow. You see, it always starts off very innocent, and you would think it's only a coincidence, but it's happened 3 times now, and I really need to find a way to stop and move on. So it starts off innocent, we're friends, and so because of this, I just laugh off every obvious red flag and ignore the fact that they're extremely egocentrical. And then flash forward, it's a year later, and I realize how messed up everything is, and I need to escape the relationship. So please, for the love of God, I need to find someone to either just like throw salt at me so I'm uncursed, or, you know, maybe just set me up with a nice Jewish boy I can bring home to my parents so they're proud of me. I don't know, but I'm here. I'm begging. Please help me.
All right, well, thank you. Very well done. I hope it all works out for you. It sounds like a real true story. Thank you, Rebecca, for, telling us your life. Who's next? It's Nick. Nick, what are you going to do for us today?
I'm going to sing a song.
Okay, I'm going to go watch.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we watched from the rafters red gleaming? Oh, say, how's that star-sprinkled banner yet wave over the land of the free and the home of the
Okay.
brave.
Okay. Nick, my cat just died, and we had like 1,000 people watching us. Now I have 3. Thanks, Nick. Thanks a lot. Okay. All right. So who's next? Oh, it's Mel. Okay, Mel, what are you gonna do for us?
I don't know how to compete after that, but yeah, I'm gonna try.
What are you gonna do?
I'm gonna sing Hamlet's "To Be or Not to Be." So rather than speaking it out.
Okay, I'm gonna sit and watch. Go ahead.
To be or not to be, that is the question. The slings and arrows of the outrageous fortune, or take the arms against this sea of troubles, and by opposing in them, to die, to sleep no more, and by sleep to say we end the heartache and 1,000 natural shocks that flesh is heir to. 'Tis the consumption devoutly to be wished, to die, to sleep perhaps a dream, There's a ruthless of the sleep of death, the dream.
Okay, wow. Yeah, yeah, my cat just woke up. So obviously my cat likes Shakespeare, but doesn't like high-pitched Star Spangled Banners. So thanks for saving my cat, Mel. Okay, I believe we just have
Thank you.
Matthew left here. Matthew is our last open mic guy. What are you going to do for us, Matthew?
As per my usual, I'm gonna bitch about my single life, which also sounds like stand up.
Okay, okay. I'm gonna go listen.
Okay. I did notice an uptake in my dating profile until I updated my profile picture to my medical marijuana card. That doesn't bring in the best crowd. I can't send any dick pics because I can't outlive any kind of scandal. Statistically speaking, I got maybe 15 years of solid life left, and I'm not trying to spend that time running from the law. Women I'm interested in don't want to date guys that use products with age defying in the title or eat old people food like banana bread. My wounds don't heal like they should. They heal like somebody with diabetes, and I'm still trying to work that out. I knew I was getting catfished a couple weeks ago, but I didn't care. I was really lonely, and I think that's the best way to end this, Kent.
Okay, thank you, Matthew, and you brought us home with a very devastating, sad. Maybe you and Rebecca change your name to John because he only dates J people, and then maybe you and Rebecca can have a relationship because she's looking. You're gonna have to convert to Judaism, though. Okay.
I was raised in a Jewish household, Kent. It's like the universe speaking.
Okay, there we go. We got something good out of this open mic here today. But you have to change your name to Jathew. Just take the M off and make it Jathew. Okay?
I'm on it.
This has been our open mic. Thanks, Matthew. Okay, we're going to move on to another one. Stella was trying to weasel in to get another open mic. I saw that. All right, we're going to move on to a new show called Secrets Revealed. And I mentioned at the top of this, kind of like Jerry Springer Light. The first is a couple, Rebecca and William, who recently got married. Let's bring them both on the show for a second here. So congratulations on you both recently getting married. And I think that's really great. I know that Rebecca moved into your two-bedroom house you have, William. That's very nice.
Yes,
and the sad thing is that you kind of wondered what happened to your cat. And
Yes.
Rebecca didn't tell you she's kind of allergic to cats a little bit. And so she didn't want to ruin the relationship. So she actually, when you went away for a couple days on a business trip, she let your cat out. And then she said that the cat actually got out on themselves and she didn't know where the cat went. She actually took the cat to the nearby neighboring city and just let it loose in the park.
Really? My cat.
I mean, I'm more of a dog person. So.
You just let my cat go.
Well, I'm allergic. This is
So?
the best for our relationship. I'm trying to save us many years down the road. How would we survive if there was a cat?
How would we survive if there was a cat? You took my cat a city over and let it go. I want you to say that out loud and say that's a completely sane thing to do.
I thought he'd want to be free. And he wouldn't be hurting me. So it felt like a win-win.
Well,
He
William's
wanted
got
to-
something, because I think that William's secret's a little bit deeper than to the cat. I know the cat meant a lot to you, William, but as I mentioned before, he goes away on business trips, and sometimes he's gone for like a week, sometimes 10 days. It's because he's got a second family in Utah. He's been married before. He's got 2 kids. Been married for 9 years to a woman in Utah.
In Utah?
Mm-hmm.
Yes, in Utah. I am a player. And this is also a shock for them because this is also me admitting this to them. So that cat's out of the bag.
Why
but
did
it's also
you
a
even need
city over.
me? if you have another wife and a whole family, like what was the point of me?
I mean, you were more of, how they say, sloppy seconds, I guess.
So now they know? They're watching right now? You're telling them right now about me?
Yes.
So you're gonna pick between me and your other family, right?
Yes, and I'm going to be honest. After you let my cat go, that's a pretty easy choice.
Oh, well, I'm glad I let your cat go. Okay, maybe you deserved it. Maybe
Wow.
that was the karma getting back to you.
Okay. Well, listen, you guys go out into the other room and you can take care of this. Just don't use weaponry. Okay. We don't have that much insurance for the show. Thanks for coming on our show. I'm sorry to break the news to both of you guys. Okay. Our next couple is Kanisha and Matthew. So come on out here. Kanisha and Matthew. So let's just start off with Matthew read your diary, Kanisha. I know you've been going out now for about a couple years, and I think I don't know why he read your diary. Maybe he can tell you why he read the diary.
It was, I mean, it was there. It wasn't locked up. It's just readily available. Nobody told me not to do it. Is there an issue? What's the issue?
It's private. And you've always, I mean, I don't know how many times I've told you, I said, don't touch it, like ever. Like you guys don't ever remember anything.
I don't remember that at all. Like, not at all. Are you sure it was me?
I'm sure it was you. You're just in there playing on your little video games. I tell you all the time. And all you do is waste your time playing video games and your PS4, 5, whatever they got now, the Xbox trillion or whatever. I have told you 1,000 times, it is my journal.
This is why we have problems. It's a PS5. How many times do I have to tell you? You deserve to have your diary. If you're not listening when I tell you which PlayStation I'm playing, why should I respect your privacy? You don't respect my word?
Well, there is something that Matthew, I know you read her diary, but she didn't put everything in her diary. There's one major thing she didn't put in there, that she's sleeping with your father.
Yikes. That's gonna do some damage up here, I think. I guess explain yourself. I guess.
Since it's out in the open. Your father's a little bit more of a man. Like I said, it's almost like I'm always around a child. I got to pick up after you. I have to clean up after you. I have to motivate you to do anything. And your dad is completely a different person. He actually works. He actually has ambition. He has goals. He wants to make a lot of money. And you do nothing all day.
Is this because his beard connects and mine doesn't? Is that what this is?
I mean, he's a little bit finer than you, yeah.
You've seen my avatar on the PlayStation 5. There's a full beard there. You knew I was insecure about it. You're complaining about a diary. You hooked up with a whole older generation. Like, what?
Wow. Okay, I'm gonna let you guys take it out to the other room and work this out. Okay. Thanks for coming. I'm sorry I had to break that news to both you guys.
Put it out there.
Mm-hmm. All right. Well, let's bring in Stella and Nick. Okay. So Stella and Nick are a stepbrother, stepsister. Their father remarried. Nick's father remarried Stella's mother. And it's kind of weird that, Stella, you were just starting to date, but what Nick told everybody who came over to the house, and potential boyfriends or dates that came to the house, he would sabotage it before you know, he would always open the door if you noticed. And he told everybody that you had an STD.
Nick. Okay. I knew you were being weird and overprotective and sabotaging everything. I did not know that you were telling people false things about my stat. That was not for you to talk about. That is way over the line.
I am just trying to protect these good guys. As you know, these guys who probably, you know, are like decent from like, you know, being my stepsister. That because, you know, that's just gonna be like weird for me, you know? Ugh.
It is none of your business. And also, I thought you were being protective of me because you wanted to see me be with someone good. You're protecting other people from me?
You know, some of these guys, they're just I just don't think they're right for you. Let me just put it that way. They're just not right for you. You can do better. You know that guy that you met with the
Who would be right for me, Nick? Who would be right for me?
I don't know. I don't know. Like maybe guys without warts and without like scars. Like that guy had just one too many scars. I don't know.
He got into a car accident when he was young, okay? What? Way to be judgmental and all about looks.
Well, let's do one other thing. So, Stella, do you remember when you got grounded when you were 16 years old because of the missing alcohol and apparently some marijuana was taken from your mother's stash drawer? Well, Nick actually took it and then blamed it on you, and that's why you got in trouble. Nick took the booze, Nick took the weed, but he blamed it on you, and your mother did not believe you. They believed Nick and Nick's father.
No.
I
was angry before. This is a new level of anger for me. I don't want to live under the same roof with you anymore. And I hope that you can understand why. I've learned some very interesting things about you today.
Well, fine.
And I'm not.
That's fine. You can go live under some other else.
No.
I'm just vibing here with mom and dad, and meanwhile
I'm the younger one.
Like all the problems keep coming from you. Well, I haven't complained at all, and you just come up with problem after problem.
Well,
after problem.
Nick, her favorite parakeet that she had, you didn't like
Linda?
the noise of that parakeet. Yeah, he let your parakeet out the window because he was tired of that thing making noise all night long.
You let Linda go?
I was setting the bird free. Well, who can blame me? I'm doing the right thing here, you know?
You need to go, okay? You're the older one, okay? It's not my fault you still live here and mooch off of mom and dad and do weird shit to me all the time.
Hey, it's not your household. It's mom and dad's household. They're letting me live and they're just putting up with you, you know?
Well, I hope you two can work it out. I hope you two can work it out. Sounds like he's been sabotaging you a lot, Stella. Let's bring out our final pair, Mel and Ramon. Wow. So, Mel's the one who got you fired from your last two jobs, Ramon. So I thought you guys were good friends, but apparently, you know, I don't know what's going on. So Mel, maybe why'd you do that?
It's not how it sounds. Look, Ramon, okay, you got to see my side. Listen, so you remember last month there was a promotion coming up?
Yeah.
Okay, so someone had, and they were laying off people. So one had to go, and it was either my name or your name, and one of us had to be promoted. So I took the promotion, and you got laid off. So technically, I didn't. It was the manager who laid you off.
So wow, you will risk 5 years of good friendship, bro, over a stupid promotion, bro. We only work at McDonald's, bro. Like, are you serious right now? Like, are you kidding me
Look,
right now?
think
Bro?
about it. When I get promoted, I can rehire you again as a new staff member, and then you can start over.
How you expect
I
me to
look
pay
out
for my rent though? You know I have bills to pay, man. Why do this to me?
Okay, listen.
Why?
I know you
Sleep
guys
on the
are
couch.
roommates too, and you've been missing a lot of money lately. Well, Ramon's been taking your money. Ramon's name is not Ramon; it's Ronald, and he changed his name because he had a hit and run accident in that town about 100 miles, and the person
Say
was
what?
yeah, he hit and ran, and the person was killed, and he has to pay off one of the witnesses. So that's why he's been missing money, and that's why he keeps getting pissed off about the jobs. So I think he started stealing money from you to send it to the witness. So you've been out of maybe a couple of $2,000-3,000 over the last 6 months while
So
he lived
when I
there.
was asking you where my funds were going and bills were missing, and I had to give you some money during that time to go and pay bills, and I ended up telling you, well, how come the bills weren't going and getting paid? And you said you had no idea, and you paid them off, and the backup funds were gone. That was you?
Yeah, listen, I had to do what I had to do in order to keep me safe. You just have to understand it. It was
So
nothing
then you have
personal.
no right now to complain and moan about getting fired. You deserve it. It's karma.
Hey,
Like,
man.
how you would appreciate actually even sleeping on the couch?
I mean, it's nothing personal, buddy. It's just sometimes you do what you have to do in this world, right?
That's funny.
Wow.
Well,
I hope you guys
that's
can
what you
work it out when you go back to your house tonight. I hope it's repairable. And now that you've admitted to hit and run on national television, I don't know if that's going to be good for you, Ronald. Okay, thank you guys for being on Secrets Revealed. Well, if you want to be on Secrets Revealed, just mail our producers your secret and who your secret's with or against, and we'll see if we can get you on the show. Let's bring out our tag team competition team. That's William and Ramon. They'll be playing the same person. Kanisha and Rebecca will be playing the same person. And what they can do is they come in and come out. So, for example, I'm going to give them all sorts of different characters. So I might say hillbillies or nerds or do a foreign accent. And they'll continue the same problem, which is they're breaking up. They're having a very bad breakup today. And so that storyline will remain the same. But the characters they play, the voices will change based on what I give them. So let's start off with Kanisha and William. We'll put you on here. Now, once Ramon comes in, William will minimize himself, and Ramon is the same character. They're breaking up with Kanisha's character or Rebecca, who are the same woman. Okay? So let's start with William in the dialogue. Go ahead and minimize me. And here we go with tag team competition, the breakup.
Listen, I'm sorry I have to do this, but I'm breaking up with you.
Wow. You gave me no warning. Like,
Continuous nerd voice.
Well, actually, this is technically the warning. I mean, you just should have gotten the memo, I guess.
Okay, but technically that makes 0 sense because statistically, how is that even possible?
Theoretically, to prove my theory, I had to in some way break up with you to maybe repair the timeline so I won't cause a sort of a paradox, if that makes
Hillbillies.
But I still don't understand why you would want to break up with me. Okay, I have done nothing wrong. I have only been loyal to you.
Well, what I'm trying to say is I am just finding other women attractive, and you ain't that fine looking anymore. More like a crushed up Toyota.
Crushed over Toyota? Like, let me tell you something. I am not a crushed up Toyota. I absolutely am.
But
You don't
sweetheart, I
Act
didn't
like you're
mean
talking to a
to.
baby.
But I didn't mean to offend you. You know, you're just so cute and sometimes, but you get on my nerves. You know, you're so just,
But
you know.
I am so offended, and you really did hurt my feelings. So kindly fuck off now, okay? I am not happy about this. I'm not.
Oh, you're so cute when you're grumpy. Who can't take a mutual breakup? Who can't take a breakup? Oh, you're so cute and I just want to pinch your cheeks. It's so cute when you're grumpy.
Oh, but you're not really funny. You're little. You think that you're such a cute baby, but you know something? You hurt my feelings.
Sing
You hurt
opera.
me.
Sing opera.
I don't want to be in this relationship no more.
I hate you. I hate you so much.
This could have been a mutual breakup, but you had to take it one step further, you fucking narcissist.
So are you. You are narcissistic. Don't act like you haven't been like that at all.
Okay, that's good. That's tag team competition. Fine work, you guys. We're going to move on now to the Bachelorette. So let's bring Stella out. This is pretty exciting. We've got it down to just the last 3 bachelors. And we asked them to decide where they wanted to take you on the date. And tonight you're going to pick the bachelor of your dreams, okay? So we're going to bring each one of we're excited about that. We started with 20 and it's down to 3. So obviously these guys hit it off in some way. I know a lot of times either the producers or you got to decide where you wanted to take the person. Today, this last date yesterday for each one of these guys, we said, take her wherever you want. And we're going to find out why they chose that. So first we're going to have Matthew come out. And pretty exciting. Matthew, you took her to a graveyard at midnight. So why did you choose to take her to a graveyard at midnight?
Best time for a seance, Kent.
Oh, really?
Best time and location. Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Okay. So
Yeah.
you had a seance at the graveyard. Were you trying to reach the spirits who are dead?
Oh, no. I was trying to bring my love life back, Kent. Is that not how that works?
I'm not sure what you mean by that. You wanted to bring your love life back to someone who you loved is in the graveyard and they're dead?
No. I figured maybe if we brought out the Ouija board, I guess it depends on where you're from. I could maybe try to bring back, whatever it is that makes me a lot less lonely. I figured Stella would be a nice addition to that. Quite frankly, don't take this the wrong way. Hopefully it doesn't take me out of the running. It didn't matter if you were there or not, if I'm being honest.
Well, Stella, he drove up to the graveyard. It's midnight. What were your first thoughts?
Well, I was excited to be somewhere new, but to be honest, it was a little concerning. It was dark and I was all alone, and we haven't known each other for that long. So I did have a moment that crossed my mind where I thought, is he going to murder me? But then afterwards I put that thought out of my mind because I realized I was being ridiculous.
Did he say any words or yell or howl to get the seance going?
Yeah, well, it was quite odd because he kept saying the names of other women during the seance, almost trying to conjure up other women instead of me, even though I was the one that he was supposed to be seducing on the date. So, to be honest, it was different than all the other dates I've been on. That's for sure.
Okay. Well, you know what? We'll find out. We'll bring Matthew back after we have all 3 come out here, and then we'll see who Stella wants to go out with. So thank you, Matthew.
Thank you.
Okay, let's bring in Mel now. So I know you and Mel have been going out a few times and seem to hit it off pretty well. So Mel, there's Mel. Mel, so you crashed a wedding. You didn't even know these people. Why would you crash a wedding of people you don't know?
Well, Ken, I thought that would be fun for Stella, you know. I thought, you know, she had a background of partying, raving, and, you know, she likes to be wild. You know, she likes to be booze and smoking and crashing free food in a party. So, yeah, I thought she'd enjoy that.
So Stella, what did you think when he drove up and here we have the wedding? It was more like the wedding reception part. He didn't actually go to the church. He waited till the food part was there and then crashed that part of the wedding. What were you thinking?
Well, Ken, it was a first. I really enjoyed all the free food, to be honest. Mel was right. I mean, if you bring food back, you can eat for a week. So the food was a big perk. Everyone didn't seem super excited to have us there, but the music was very fun, and Mel paid a lot of attention to me, which was really nice, because he didn't mutter other women's names. Although it was weird when he took the bouquet from the bride at one point. I'm not quite sure what that was about. That's not usually normal. But
Mel, why did you do that? She's supposed to throw it, and when you guys are supposed to catch it, one of the ladies.
Well, it wasn't for me, you know, purposely giving to. I mean, not that I didn't want to at the time. It's too soon, really. You know, we thought that would be exciting and fun, and it's something like, you know, spontaneous for her to give it and be part of the, you know, bridesmaids pretending. You know, it's a pretend game so that she can take it and throw it herself. You know, I thought, you know, she likes that. I saw that exciting part of her that, you know, she might want to enjoy it by doing it herself.
Yeah, but Mel, you were the one that ended up throwing it, not me. I appreciate the thought, but it seemed you were kind of living vicariously through the bride.
Hey, potato, potato. You know, we both enjoyed it.
Well, good. I'm glad you heard that, and we'll bring you back in just a few moments, Mel. We'll see who she's going to choose. We have one more bachelor. It's Nick. So come on out, Nick. And Nick, you brought her to a cult meeting. I don't even know what kind of cult it was, but maybe you can describe the kind of cult it was and why you decided to bring her to this cult meeting.
What are you talking about, Ken? It's totally normal. You know, it's just your standard old leveled religion. There's 3 levels of religion, you know. I thought, you know, she was telling me how she was interested in spiritual stuff. So I was like, why not take her to religion 1, religion 2, religion 3? You know. Oh, and like I'll even like they had like all these nice hats. I'm like, this is a perfect place for a date.
Well, what did you think, Stella?
Well, I was really having a lot of fun at first. I really wanted to be a part of Nick's life and his world and what he does. I did get a little concerned at one point when someone put a bag over my head and started reciting verses from something. I got very claustrophobic in the moment, but I tried to stay positive. I knew Mel, like, the other 2 men were acting interesting before, so I really, by the time I got to Nick, I really was just, you know, I was expecting some interesting behavior. So I wasn't really surprised that that's a part of their ritual. It felt a little bit like hazing, but they were also speaking in a language that I didn't really understand, so that was also a little bit confusing. But like I said, I tried to enjoy it and really integrate with Nick's life as much as I could.
Well, wonderful. Okay, let's bring out the other 2 bachelors, and we're going to have you now eliminate 2 of them, and then we'll find out through elimination which one did you choose. So let's get them all up on the screen. We have Matthew, who took you to a graveyard. We have Mel, who crashed a wedding reception. And then we have Nick, who took you to a cult meeting. So who would you eliminate and why first, Stella?
Well, first of all, this is a very difficult decision. All 3 of you are fabulous people. I have to eliminate Nick first. I'm a little afraid that one of his cult friends there might kill me, especially if I leave. I'm a little worried I'll join and then it'll be some like lifelong commitment. I know you're shaking your head no, but it's a feeling I have. I'm a little worried. But thank you. It was a lot of fun.
Any parting words, Nick? No. Oh.
It's a dreadful shame. You know, you could have been saved by the good Lord Volderoth, but you know, I guess salvation is not in everybody's journey.
Thank you, Nick. We have a cult hat in the other room for you. Okay, we have to eliminate the next one. So we have Matthew, who took you to the graveyard seance, and Mel, who took you to the wedding.
Well, honestly, Matthew, I had a lot of fun with you, but I'm a little worried that the other women's names that you were murmuring, you might have also been murdering, and so I'm a little concerned about that. And also just how late it was and how secluded. I'm just getting mild serial killer vibes. So for that reason, I'm going to have to eliminate you. But I really, really hope you find love in the future.
Any parting words there, Matthew?
My sacrifices usually my dates usually stick around longer, so it's whatever. It's fine.
I noticed you changed your name to Jathu, so maybe that will help out with Rebecca.
I hope so, because this is getting old. This getting turned down thing.
I'm rooting for you, Joe.
That. Well, Mel, you are our grand prize winner. This is fantastic. How do you feel,
look at
Mel?
that? I feel great, and I look forward to the next one, eh?
Yeah, now if you'd only thrown the bouquet to her, then who knows, maybe we would have had the next marriage. But I don't know. We've still got hope because you guys are still going strong.
Take two.
Yeah.
Take two.
Yeah, so we've got some
round.
money. We're going to send you on some more dates and bring you back in about a month and see, where your relationship is. Thanks for playing the Bachelorette.
Thank you.
Okay. All right, well, that is our show. We ran out of time. Let's bring everybody, the whole cast back out. We just did an hour of fun. We didn't get to This Is Your Life, but we got everybody in there. Everybody got an equal chance today to play. Again, I can't give it up for William.
Thank y'all for coming out tonight.
Stella, who played in with this cast today.
Thank you for coming.
Rebecca, her first show with us. Congratulations.
Thank you. Thanks for watching.
Nick, the cultist.
Thanks for coming, guys.
Mel.
Thank you for watching.
Kanisha.
Thank you so much for watching us.
Matthew, you will get a date someday.
Good night, everybody. Go Warriors. Boo Lakers.
Boo Lakers. Ooh. Ramon.
Thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed.
All right. Well, wave goodbye. We'll see you guys in 4 weeks with a brand new short form show. It'll be completely different, all different games. You guys stay with me. Don't leave yet. I'll talk to you about the show. Thanks for watching, guys. Come back in 4 weeks and check these guys out.